almost done. These will be taken. These will be taken this week. Law enforcement is usually a component of harvest too. So, if law enforcement tends to get a little active in the surrounding area, then that may be a consideration too.
And what does active mean?
Whether if they're surveying this particular part of the county via helicopters, or whether there's reports of them working their way back towards a certain area of the county, via traveling on the roads or whatnot and cutting down crops. That information gets disseminated pretty quickly. Despite the fact that this is legal under state law, the federal government continues to eradicate and show a lack of regard for state law.
So is it a case that you guys just try and keep it as quiet as possible so that you don't have to?
Absolutely. It's important to be a good neighbor and to know your neighbors. It's important not to cultivate too many plants. This is 99 here. It only consumes about 3/4 of an acre on a 70-acre parcel. The water is not pulled out of a stream or any kind of waterway that would continue onto another parcel or to another part of the forest. This irrigation line here, you'll see runs from irrigation that's buried underneath here, and essentially a 1/4 mile away on the property is a spring that produces an ample amount of water to feed the needs of this particular farm, the people who live here, and in addition, the neighbors next door. So good water is essential. These plants can take up to 10 gallons of water a day in the heat of the summer. They're not taking that much now, but in July and in August, when they're just finishing their vegetative stage and they're starting to flower, they use quite a bit of water, especially when the temperatures get to 100 degrees up here, which is on a regular basis. It's important in a garden like this, someone sleeps in here at night. There are no weapons allowed on this property, but sometimes robbers do have weapons. So it's good at this time of year when there's this much cannabis on the plants. It's good to have safety in numbers. Typically, a farm like this will have 20 people or so working on it to harvest. So a lot of people is good. That adds a lot of safety, even if someone has a weapon and wants to steal from you. They're much less likely to do that when there's a lot of people and a lot of animals running around, dogs and whatnot. So that's the other danger. If it's not police, then it's a thief, and if it's not a thief, then it's mold. And so those are the 3 things that we fight for the most part.